Vicki Eaton, and this is my video for theology. As you can see, I'm outside today with my plum tree that's ready for the winter time. It's kind of twiggy, but in the spring it'll be covered in pink blossoms and will be beautiful. The Pope said if you want to cultivate peace, protect creation, and nothing could be more true and straight to the point. My Plum Tree journal focused on my tree and my thoughts at the time, and I had made note of the broken limbs that are on my tree, and this is because of storms that rolled through Omaha a few years ago. And it wasn't until this course that I wondered if these storms are getting stronger because of the climate change that we're contributing to. I don't know why they call the El Nino effect. Why don't they just call it the greenhouse effect or something to that sort? And talking about storms, it reminds me of the climate refugees and how they have to deal with loss, and they're fighting to survive due to all the climate change, the rising of the ocean, and degrading of the forest. And I was actually out here this morning looking at my tree and was thinking about my favorite TV show, not to get off topic, but my favorite TV show is The Walking Dead. And while some people may be repulsed by this thought of zombies scouring the land and killing the living, I don't know how far off we are from that, if you think about it. This fast-paced, drive-through, technology-driven culture that we have in the Western countries is not much more than the zombies moving in on the refugees. During that show, the living have to fight to stay alive and seek shelter and food and medicine, and they have to fight humans too for these same things, just to stay alive. So I don't see that climate refugees are much different. So I had to bring my show into this, and that's what I have for that. With that said, do we open our borders to let the refugees into our own country? Will that not make us like the living in that show, fighting to keep our homes and fighting for food and medicine against everybody coming into our country? I don't know. It's something to think about. But back to my plum tree, it did give me a lot of peace and a lot of time to reflect on a lot of things. And I thought about the loss. Our family's dealt with a lot of loss this semester, and it's a grueling process to have to go through, so I can't imagine what the refugees are going through. And I don't remember a time in my life where I didn't have a car or have a microwave or just that fast convenience that we have. So it's hard for me to kind of put myself in the position of people who don't have those things and are crossing into other countries just for food and to survive and send things back to their families. I mentioned in my journal when I was dealing with some loss about how I was envious of my tree. And I made that comment because the tree stands here, stands strong, and stays beautiful. It's unwavering to anything that happens to it, such as the broken limbs. We can't even be that way, and we should. We're trying to show our children beautiful things, and it is kind of disappointing to know that they may not see everything because of the greed of some people is killing these things off or making it unattainable. St. Thomas Aquinas said, "God remains the greatest good of all. A diversity of creatures best manifests God's goodness, while the harmonious order among those various parts best glorifies God." I really like this statement because there's beauty in everything, even the most greedy are God's creatures. And so we need to take a stand and stand strong and stand beautiful and make a change the best that we can to make our carbon footprint smaller. And with that said, I got an email today. So from the Global Catholic Climate Movement, the Pope is asking us to go to the streets this Sunday. It's for a walk for climate change. If you could look that up, that'd be great. Get as many people as you can. Thank you. God bless.